Hey everybody, I'm here today to show you and tell you how to make a duct tape wallet. This will be a full tutorial, so let's get right into the video. As you can see right here, I have a roll of duct tape, and this is pretty much all that you will need. Optional are some scissors if you want to get some nice and straight cuts. I will be using these as well. So let's get right into the video. First and foremost, you want to get some duct tape that is the length of the bills that you're going to put in your wallet. Most of the time you can get away with doing something that is about 8 inches long, between 7 and 8 inches. I always go 8 inches because it just gives me that extra space and the wallet isn't as tight. So you need to get four pieces of duct tape that are about 8 inches each, okay? Doesn't have to be exact because you can trim it after, so that's roughly about 8 inches. Okay, and we're gonna be placing them face up, just to be clear. So the sticky side up, I should say. So this is the sticky side facing up, and we're gonna overlap them. So I'm gonna get 4 of them, just like this, okay? Roughly the same length. All right, let's get a nice cut over there. Now you can rip duct tape, definitely you can. I'm just doing it like this because it's a little bit easier for me. You're gonna overlap them by about 1/2 inch on each piece. So you can see it's just sticking to my hands because the sticky side is facing up. Okay, here's the third one that we are doing right now. Sorry about that. The third one, just like this. Now, if I wasn't explaining it, it would go a little bit faster, obviously, but because I'm explaining it, it's gonna take just a little bit longer. And then the fourth one as well, same thing, roughly the same length, give or take, just like that, okay? Once again, sticky side facing up, overlapping by about 1/2 inch. So as you can see, we have 4 pieces of duct tape right over there, overlapping, sticky side facing up. Now we're gonna do the exact same thing, but we're gonna do another 4 pieces with the sticky side facing down, stuck to those right there, okay? So once again, 4 more pieces, roughly the same length, okay? But this time we are doing the sticky side facing down. So I'm gonna get the sticky side facing down, and we wanna stick these right to these pieces of duct tape right here. Okay, and I always like to overlap the top. I like to leave the top over the other top just ever so slightly because it makes it easier to get a nice finished edge at the end. Okay, second piece we're cutting right now. And like I said, my cuts aren't straight because at the end of it, I always like to just trim off all the excess anyways. So here's the second piece, overlapping just a little bit, just like that. Third piece, and the beauty of this is that let's say you go a little bit too short or a little bit too long, you can always add more after, or you can just trim it at the end. So this is a little bit too long, but it's totally fine because I can just trim it at the end. Okay, just like that. And then last but not least, we're gonna do the 4th piece. That other one was a little bit too long, but it's really no big deal. Like I said, we're just gonna trim it. So now we have the 4th piece, and we're gonna place this one right here. Okay, overlapping just a little bit. Now what I do is I like to pick up the entire piece like this, and you can see that other than the excess on the edges, it's basically all not sticky. So this part isn't sticky. This is the non-sticky part. And this is also the non-sticky part. Now the reason I left a little bit of an overlap, as you can see right there, is because what I like to do is just fold it over. If you take your edge and you fold it over like this, you get a nice finished edge for your wallet, which is gonna look awesome. So you can see I just folded it over right there, and you get this nice finished edge. Same thing with this side. And if you don't do that, then you can always just get another piece of duct tape and just fold it over the top just to get that nice finished look, okay? So as you can see right here, we have now created the actual wallet piece, okay? Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna trim off the excess on the edges here. So I'm just gonna make a straight line all the way up, just to get a nice clean look for the wallet. Same thing with the other side over here. Straight line all the way up, okay? Now what we have here is basically what's gonna be our wallet. So what we need to do now is we need to fold it in half in the same direction. The fold will be in the same direction as the overlaps right there. So we're gonna take it like this, we're gonna fold it in half, just like that, okay? And this is going to form our wallet. Now try and line up the tops as well as you can, okay? So you can see right here, we folded it in half. this is where the cash is gonna go in, essentially, okay? And what we're gonna do is now we're gonna fold it in half again. So take your folded wallet and fold it in half one more time. And this is what our wallet's gonna look like from the outside. We're gonna make some card holders on the inside, okay? So as you can see right here, we've now created this wallet. Now what we can do is we can actually tape either side of the wallet to create a nice and secure wallet. So I'm gonna take some more duct tape, and like I said, you can just rip it. And I'm just gonna fold the wallet in half nicely, once again. So make sure you have a nice, solid, clean fold line, okay? Now that the wallet is folded in half, I'm gonna take this duct tape right over here. I'm gonna place it halfway over here. So it's halfway over the edge. And on the other side over here, I'm just going to, I'll try and get it on camera, I'm just gonna fold it over again, just like that, okay? So we folded it over, we can get this excess over here, and we can just cut it off, okay? So we've created one side, one completed side of the wallet, as you can see right here. It's nicely held together. We're gonna do the same thing with the other side over here. And you can make your duct tape too long, that's what I like about it, because you can always just trim it off at the end. So I just put it there, halfway over, and we're gonna go on the other side as well, just like that. And we're gonna get our scissors, we're gonna trim off the excess, just like that. Being careful not to trim your finished edge of the old duct tape of the first part that we did. So you wanna be very careful not to trim off the finished edge. So right now we've created our wallet, okay, as you can see. This is our wallet. Our cash can be held up here, in here, okay? Now, what we're gonna do next, and just to be clear, you can also make a little incision over here if you want to open it up a bit more. I like to leave it closed, but you can also make a little incision here if it happens to be sealed up here, okay? Just like to make sure it opens up all the way, but this is perfectly fine for me. So all that we need to do now is we need to create our little card holders, and you can do them on both sides. I'm just gonna do them on one side, okay? But you can definitely do them on both sides if you want. We're gonna take our duct tape, I'll move this to the side. All that we need is a piece of duct tape that is the length of this times however many slots you want. So I'm probably just gonna do 2 slots over here, maybe 3, but I'm just gonna get a nice long piece of duct tape like this, and we'll cut it, okay? Place it sticky side up, I should say. So sticky side up, let's get rid of this off camera to make it a little bit easier to see. Sticky side up, okay? Same thing, another piece of duct tape, the same length, or a little bit longer because you can trim it. Sticky side down on top of this piece of duct tape. And what I like to do is I like to leave just a little bit of an exposed edge, like I said. So I'm gonna leave a little bit of an exposed edge, just like that. And when I pick up the duct tape, I have my exposed edges on both sides, so I have this little line here. I'm gonna fold this over to create my nice finished edge, okay? I'll show you in a second what it looks like. It looks awesome when you do this. Just a little added touch that makes it look even better. So as you can see right here, that is my finished edge. Looks awesome. Same thing with this side over here. Fold this side like this to create that nice finished edge. And like I said, if you don't have an overlap like that, you can always just put another piece of duct tape on it. So we have this nice finished edge right over here. Okay, now what we're gonna do is we're going to cut it to be, well, let's trim off the edges first on either side. Let's trim off this edge right here. So we have a nice finished clean edge, and then this side over here as well, just the excess, okay? So now we just have this piece of duct tape that is not sticky on either side, okay? And I'm gonna place it right here, and I know where my center fold line is right there. I want it to be a little bit in from the center because I don't want it to be bent. So I'm gonna place one of them right here, and I'm gonna make the cut. Here's the center line. I'm gonna make the cut a little bit further in, so right about here. Okay, nice straight cut. And I'm gonna make another one the exact same size. So I'm gonna place this on top of the other one, line it up, and then just make another cut just like that. Okay, so now I have my 2 card holders. I'm gonna place them on top of the inside of the wallet, okay, right here and right here, and you want them to overlap, as you can see. Sorry, this one goes underneath, like that, okay, just like that. Let's just make sure that finished edge stays down nicely. And now all that I need to do, line them up properly, is just tape them down. So I get some more duct tape, okay? And I'm gonna place one on the outside over here, okay? Just like that, okay? Then one on the underside, right here, just like that, okay? And then one on the inside right here. And this one I'm gonna probably rip in half because I don't want it to overlap too much, or else it ends up closing up the openings. So I'm gonna probably just take this right here, and this one you don't wanna go over because then it's gonna interfere with the bill holder. So you want it to just roughly go where at the same height as the wallet, okay? Right like that. Now all that I need to do is peel it up. All this excess duct tape I can either cut off or I can fold over. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm probably just going to trim it and then I'll fold it over. I'm gonna trim it so that it just folds over a little bit. I don't want it to fold over too much. That's the idea here. So I'm just giving it a nice little, almost like a haircut over here, okay? Just so it doesn't fold over too much. I don't mind it folding over a bit, but I don't want it to fold over too much, okay? And then at the top here, I can just trim off this excess right over here as well. We're gonna fold over this part to hold the card holders in place, okay? Just like that, just like that. Let's get that on camera. Sorry about that. Sorry about the bad camera angle. I did my best with the whole situation here. And what we have here is we have our duct tape wallet. So as you can see, it folds closed, just like that, okay? When it's opened up, you have your cash that goes in here at the top. You can slide your cards in each of these slots, and we have our duct tape wallet, and it's literally that simple. That is how to make a duct tape wallet, a full tutorial. I know it was a bit long, but I wanted to show you every single step, and this is basically how it's done, in my opinion. I'm not a professional, and it can look a lot better if I took my time, but I wanted to show you exactly how to do it. You can always like trim off this excess or tuck this into here, right? There's a couple things you can do to make it look even better, but that's completely up to you. You can kind of decide what you want to do with it, but that's it. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think down below as a comment. And of course, be sure to subscribe for more great videos just like this one. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.